Okay.
Because keeping my eyes closed keeps me connected with it. However, I'm going to take tentative steps like tapping the ground in front of me and then putting my arms out in front of me, you know, that kind of stuff, making sure I'm not stepping in anything, but I'm keeping the connection with the crystals so that I know where I'm going, know where they are, in which direction.
You can't really get to it with just your bare hands, but luckily with your survival gear that you have in your backpack, you have a backpack.
Alright.
Oh, those shovels, they're awesome.
I'm not certain they had it in the 20s, but it's not really very high tech to just make a shovel foldable, so I assume you have it.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, I think they had stuff like that in the First World War too. So yeah, you definitely have something like that.
They did have at least an entrenching tool.
Yeah,
I just don't know if it was foldable. Anyway.
No, basically it is an entrenching tool. Basically, one of those fold-up shovels.
Yes, it's a shovel. We have it. Let's dig.
So yeah, after some digging, you find like this collection of like bunched up the amber crystal. It is not really a lot of them, but you don't need a lot of them, so you just needed a crystal.
Actually, I'm gonna take the whole bunch.
Okay, it's not really you have to take it. It's like they're like they're like formed together. They're just a bunch of crystals.
Okay.
And they're not really perfect for what you needed, but you'll think of something. They'll do.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, so they're not perfect for what I need, which means I'm probably going to have to modify it a little bit. It's not going to be a pure levitation spell. What it is it's going to be a leverage spell. And it's going to basically create what seems to be a pulley system of some sort, but it's going to be like just a white line that goes up and then goes down. It
doesn't fly, it just levitates.
Well, no, what it is it's going to be like a rope pulley system almost, but it's not going to use... it's going to do more of the work for us than we will, so it won't take as much strength to pull the machine up as it would normally, because the spell itself will do a lot of the pulling. All we're doing is facilitating the pull.
You're making it needlessly complicated, Richard. You can just make it so it just goes up and down. Just with magic. It's magic.
Alright, fine.
Because you already spend this fate point on it, so you can do that.
Okay, well you said it wouldn't do exactly what I wanted it to, so I was...
No, I just meant that. It's not perfect. It's not. I don't mean it's gonna it's gonna fail.
Okay.
I just mean you would normally, if you just had the ability to choose whatever you want, you wouldn't choose an amber crystal. You would like maybe go for some quartz or something. But you beggars can be choosers, so you'll think of something. You'll like modify the ritual slightly. You're good at thinking on your feet, so yeah, you'll come up with something. That's more or less what I meant.
All right. And then as I'm putting the spell together, I look at my companions. Well then, gentlemen, it looks like I'll be able to get that big vehicle, crab thing that was following us, pulled out of the swamp a little bit.
What? It is finished! It is finished! It is now tougher than ever!
Oh yeah? Well, you want to reinforce it with some of the crab vehicle, too?
Fate. What? No. Do we need more toughness? Let us think for a moment.
We could also use the laser and create an improvised laser.
Spiffenum?
Yes, Ramesses?
I think this is a moment for reason before madness.
Yes, yes it is.
So, well, I don't know what I would say. Give me some idea.
Who's to say if you pull that thing out of the swamp that it won't attack you again? It's stuck. It's not destroyed.
I didn't say I would pull it completely out. I said partially.
It's a risky plan. Would Ferdinand agree with such a risky plan that might put them in danger?
Indeed. That sounds like taking quite a risk. We know what that thing is capable of. It might attack us even if it is partially pulled out, even it seems so strong. Something like that.
Yes, but wouldn't you scientist types like to take a look at that big old laser gun it has?
Oh no! I suddenly have a very bad idea.
He has a cunning plan.
Dr. Stolz, he has a good point. Let's see here.
Yes.
Aren't you a
indeed.
designer of doomsday devices?
Yes, I am indeed.
I think I am going to, invoke your designer of doomsday devices to go along with Bill Hex's plan, even though it's very risky.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I do indeed want to have a look at it. Perhaps we can devise some kind of defense against it. Or another way to reflect such a powerful weapon back to the owner. Perhaps we can build we must build a prism chamber so that any beam that gets in is multiplied tenfold before to return to the base, to the origins, thus destroying the base completely.
Oh boy.
So
Yeah, but see, there's only one.
tank anymore.
There's only one thing, funny man. Is building a prism chamber, wouldn't that require a lot of materials we don't have? I'm thinking if you want to reflect something back at its own, reflect a laser beam back at its owner, all you need is a big frickin' mirror. I mean, come on.
Well, I can use mirrors to make a prism chamber. It just needs to be parabolic.
Oh,
I
you
don't
can
exactly
use
have a
mirrors
big
to
mirror
make one?
here.
Well, in theory.
A mirror, all it is a piece of glass with a bit of aluminum behind it.
Mm-hmm.
We could do something with that.
Well,
Actually,
those savages had volcanic glass. Where did they get that?
Yeah.
The volcano, where else? I mean, everybody knows where that obsidian is created by volcanic downpours.
Yeah, it is. Alright, so let me haul this puppy up out of here. You guys
Yes.
get ready to take the laser cannon off so that we can experiment with it and look at it and see how it works.
Let's see. We must make a. Let's see. Do we need? Perhaps we'll need a mirror beforehand.
Okay, Dries and Spuffnum, are you going to go along with this insane plan?
I don't know about you, but it is better to run and hide from this cataclysm, from this disaster.
Hey, don't you go running away, Jungle Man. We're all in this together.
It is.
Unless you really want to prove that you Aztecs were all chickens.
I am not Aztec, I am Mayan.
Aztec, Mayan, same difference. Y'all died 1,000,000 years ago.
It's not really that long ago.
No, that would be the dinosaurs. Now.
Yes, in the ancient times when we rode the mighty reptiles to battle.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, what's better than riding a pterodactyl into battle? Is it? You know.
Dino Riders? No.
You will want to use raptors. They are much more maneuverable. A friend of mine made try to resurrect the mighty war lizards for the war effort.
No, if we unleash monsters on you, we just unleash the Chupacabra, or how you call it.
You mean that Mexican bloodsucker? Seriously?
Yes, we have many.
Ah, yes.
He
was
says
a
with
bad
narrow eye.
Cobra ain't nothing.
It was a terrible idea to have vampiric pterodactyl.
The
Also-
Chupacabra ain't nothing but a man that was changed by experimenting with magic he didn't understand. Trust me, I know. My daddy dealt with one.
Also, about
I mean,
that
the blood
mirror,
sucking was bad enough. However, the increased stealth made it very hard to find him once he escaped.
Guys, Stuffno is trying to say something.
yes. About that mirror thing you were suggesting, I believe that building such a thing so that it would indeed do what you say, enlarge, not enlarge, empower the laser tenfold or something.
Yes,
it would require.
tenfold!
It would require quite high precision, and we might not have the equipment to do that. So, if we make some mistakes, and it's also hard to test here, maybe with the sun's beams or something, but still,
Oh no.
it seems highly risky what you are suggesting.
Somebody
Well,
stop
you
him,
might
he's
not-
making sense.
You might not have the have what's required to shoot straight, but that don't mean us men don't.
Oh boy.
Well, there is indeed such a philosophical statement as, whereas the man of action binds his life to reason and its concepts, so that he will not be swept away and lost. The scientific investigator builds his hut right next to the Tower of Science, so that he will be able to work on it and to shelter himself beneath those bulwarks which presently exist.
That almost was applicable to the current situation.
Yes!
You do realize that I wasn't getting into a philosophical debate, but more of a manhood debate. But go ahead, you academia types, go ahead and make your academic jokes. It just proves further that jocks are better than nerds.
Oh brother.
What is a jock?
Someone whose muscles ripple like this. Boom! Boom! Firepower.
I see, it is very impressive. Now, back to science! We will require a mirror, and then we will lift the creature, and then we will study its secret weapon and rule the world!
What?
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself, guys. It was just too funny. Oh.
Both of them, these
Laser
men
is
are
already
clearly
a highly
insane.
concentrated beam of light, so it would be pretty difficult to concentrate it even more. It's just something I'm
Doctor, either you're in or you're out. One way or another, I'm pulling this puppy partially out of the water or swamp or whatever so we can get some of its shell, reinforce the vehicle, grab the laser gun, and blast those mother beepers to smithereens.
Say, guys, do you remember robots were chasing you?
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Yes.
We
You're
direct
right.
the laser at it because if it's still alive, we haven't destroyed it. We direct the laser at the robots just to see it.
No, but
blow
seriously,
things up.
you hear a small approaching army of robots.
Oh, right. Never mind the
You
levitation.
spend a lot of
Action.
time sitting around, so.
Well,
Never
I've
mind
already
levitation.
tried.
We'll use that army. We'll study their light guns.
You know what?
There are
I've
also
already,
more. We just grab all of them, we glue them to the vehicle, and drive and have a light car.
Light
Okay.
car.
Listen. I've already
Laser-powered vehicle.
created the levitation log, haven't I?
No, you haven't really rolled for it. Go on and quickly roll for it. Let's say you did that.
Okay.
and we-
Ooh,
oh wait,
we
and I'll
can-
tell you, the DC is great. So you need at least great to succeed.
Guys, we can use the levitation log to make our tarnished wood tank jeep fly.
Damn it.
Whoa, do you wanna use an aspect or something, Richard?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use an aspect. I'm
'Cause
gonna
you-
use
you-
a.
Need one more to get there.
I'm gonna use an aspect.
Yes.
It's not going. The log. I'm gonna describe it. I accidentally messed up a little bit on the inscription, but it worked in my favor because as I realized, I could use the log on the robots that are chasing us instead of what's in the swamp. So I modified that mistake to make it an area of effect instead of just a singular target.
What?
So I just made that shit up. Will be the aspect I use.
Wait, you're trying to make a levitating log. You can't just change it into something else.
No, the log itself was a focus for the levitation. That doesn't mean that it itself is going to levitate. It's supposed to levitate something else.
Ah.
That's what the whole purpose of this whole thing was. Was the log was going to be the focus that levitated something else.
Okay. But I will say then to keep it reasonable, because otherwise I have to like increase the DC. It's not gonna be a very large area of effect, okay?
That's fine. It's
Because
not supposed
in my head I thought
Richard?
you were making it for the Jeep, so it's not going to
No,
be
I
able
was
to
making
levitate
it
something bigger than the Jeep.
robot. I was
Okay.
making it for a robot.
Honestly, Richard, why
Oh.
don't we make a flying tank? Think of the tactical applications.
Actually, I'm thinking more we lift the robots up and keep them off their feet so that they have no ground to walk on, and then we can dispatch them as needed or
Well,
take them
okay.
apart as needed.
I'm gonna take your hero point, and it succeeds. You now have that levitation crystal.
Okay.
I would say the difficulty would be slightly higher, but with the +2 from your aspect, you get a result of superb. So that's like, let's just say that's like that barely. That's like that you make it. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like I said, it's the damn crystal. It's not like perfect for this kind of arcane ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's fine.
Right. So.
All right. So the robots are coming at us.
Yeah, they're approaching. If you're gonna keep sitting there, they'll certainly attack you.
I'm
Actually,
going to.
How big is the army still?
Well, if it's the same army that you saw before, there's like at least 30 robots. That's a lot.
You see Bill climb up into a tree.
Okay.
Actually, he doesn't climb up into it. He jumps up to the branch and swings himself up.
Right. What is the American thinking now? Mr. Hex, how many robots can you use your hocus pocus on?
Let me. I do a feel for the crystal and whatnot. And how big of an area can I use it on?
Let's just say, you probably need to like first like attach it to something, and you think it would like create like a bubble with maybe like a diameter of 10 feet, that would be reasonable. Yes, 10 feet.
That would be about 3 meters.
Okay.
I said I
then,
said diameter. So
Oh, right.
that's like 6 meters, not 3.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, right,
Then
Ooh.
I'm going to. Yeah, I've got the log with me that I was wanting to originally use it for. So I carve a little slot into the log, and then I push the crystal into it, and now everything around me within a 10-foot diameter will levitate.
Yep, it'll start going up.
So you see leaves trying.
You can control it, but to keep it reasonable, let's just say you need to be able to touch it with your gauntlet, so you can adjust the spell.
Well, yeah, I'm holding it with my gauntlet.
Okay.
It's indeed. Right. We need to lure all the robots in near Mr. Hex, who still hasn't told us how much he can affect with his.
It's a 10-foot diameter.
Very well. How much is that in meters?
That is 6 meters for you European folk.
All right. We must lure all the robots there then.
That sounds like a job for Shadow of the Jungle. He seemed like quite adept at luring.
That he is.
Well, he might be adept
Getting
at
closer.
luring,
No
but you're
more time to
adept at
talk.
confusing. All right, guys, hide. Do your
Right.
thing. Do whatever you're gonna do, because they're getting here. I see them.
I will use the car. I will start the car so that the robots hear it and park it somewhere in cover.
Okay, the car goes as it moves. It's pretty damaged. Oh no, wait! You repaired it. Never mind.
Yes.
It goes smoothly. Sorry.
Vroom.
I forgot for a moment.
Yes. Right, as I said, I'll drive that car to safety.
Okay. And suddenly, an army of robots emerges out of the woods. And they immediately head for the car. What are you guys gonna do?
Katadamaron! Keep them off the car!
And
Yes,
they immediately
keep
start
them on
going
the
zap, zap, zap at the car.
No! Do not scratch it from the varnishing, you varmint!
Okay, I think Ferdinand will go and run after them.
Okay. Give me a moment. So there's like I said before, there's like 30 of them. But you have like a feeling more of them will be on the way. So I'm gonna group them into groups of 10.
Ouch.
All right. And as they come near, I'm watching. Are any of them coming close enough to me to jump on a group of them, or no?
Well, I don't know. How is Dawa driving?
Badly.
Because they're heading for the jeep. Remember?
Yep.
I will use the car to lure as many robots underneath the American, hoping that he has a good plan.
Okay.
And once I've lured them, I will then step on the gas and find a good tree to hide the car behind. Or a rock. Or a hill.
Guys, I just
Anything.
realized I forgot to grab my dice. Wow, I feel silly. Give me a moment.
You feel silly, oh so silly,
silly.
you're silly, witty, and gay.
Wow.
And that one was a little bit too much.
No, it's pretty, witty, and gay. You know.
Well,
No, happy gay, not gay.
Well, yeah, you guys, children.
Yeah. Sometimes forget that in English, gay means has double meanings.
indeed.
As do a lot of English words, sadly.
Yes, like night.
See, if I wanted to call him gay, I would have just called him a fag, but I don't do that because, I
Friends.
like you
That's
guys.
a derogative term.
Exactly.
And did you know that in Britain, fag is a cigarette?
Yes, actually I did.
That is so sad.
It is
They
the way
also
it is.
sometimes call women birds.
Or love. Just a strange woman, just calling her love.
I know, that
Okay.
irritates the shit out of me.
I
Because my
have
fiance has
dice
a
now.
bunch of British friends that do that.
Douwe?
Yes?
Give me... I'm gonna let you defend against the robot's laser attack with a vehicles roll. I mean, driving roll. I'm already ahead of time. It's that Atomic Robo thing.
Let's see, driving.
Yes.
Be good to me. Apparently, let me look at my aspects.
Would be actually a bad roll like that. Well, if you had one more minus, the car would have spontaneously combusted.
I
Wow.
believe insane insight to dodge it.
How will
I
that work?
predicted it.
Oh.
I crazy predict
Okay.
where the lasers will hit.
Gonna take a
Light speed.
fate point. Okay, I guess you wanna re-roll then.
Reroll, yes.
Okay, this time only one minus.
I will take it because
Driving roll of mediocre. How mediocre. Oh,
Next time I'll
wow,
let
I feel
Ferdinand
so.
drown.
I feel pity for you. Sorry, you're like driving past the tree where Richard is hiding. Unfortunately, they blast straight through a tire, and you lose control of the vehicle, and it slams into a tree.
ouch.
And it looks like the smoke coming out of, well, actually because now the engine is exposed, comes into contact with that resin you created, and you suddenly realize, oh no, the resin is highly combustible for some reason, and it looks like the car's gonna blow.
Ferdinand, quickly drive this into the enemy.
Well,
It is now a weapon.
Also,
running
give me
behind.
an athletics roll to try to jump out of the car in time, because otherwise you're gonna get hurt.
Athletics. My athletics is great.
Oh, that's good. You managed to jump out of the car in time in a true action hero style.
Yes. I'll
And
leave you
just-
the roll.
Just as he slams into the tree and the robots come right by me, I jump out of the tree and land on the ground right in front of them.
Okay, you try to get the drop on them? I'm not
No,
gonna even... Oh, yes?
What I'm doing is I'm not just trying to get the drop on them, but I've got my hand on the levitation log, the focus, and what I'm doing is I'm making them levitate and face forward in front of me.